June is in the books, and if you're buying or selling in Edmonton, this month's numbers tell an important story. Prices pulled back, inventory keeps climbing, and buyers have more choice than they've had in years. I'm Serge with FindMyHouse.ca. Let's break down exactly what happened. Here's the snapshot for June. We saw 2,746 home sales across the greater Edmonton area. That's up 7.5% from May. But even with the monthly jump, sales are still down about 4% compared to June of last year. New listings came in at 4,475, a slight dip from May, but still 10% higher than a year ago. The average residential price landed at $483,600. That's down 1.6% month over month. Prices peaked around $490,000 back in May, but we are still up 4.1% compared to June 2025. And inventory, it keeps growing. We're now sitting at 8,072 active listings, up nearly 3% from May. That is a full 22% higher than this time last year. Supply is definitely building up. Homes are also taking a bit longer to sell. Average days on market ticked up to 36. That's 5 days more than we saw last June, showing a slight cooling in the pace. According to Darlene Reed, this year's board chair with the Realtors Association of Edmonton, the story here is supply. Months of strong new listings have built up inventory faster than sales can absorb it. Even with a slight pullback in new listings, that trend isn't reversing, it's simply giving buyers more room to negotiate. Let's get specific because the market is moving differently depending on what type of home you're looking at. Detached homes averaged $592,989, down almost 2% from May, but still up over 3% year over year. Sales rose 6% from the previous month, even though new listings dropped 10% in this segment. Semi-detached homes came in at $434,651, essentially flat month over month. Sales here jumped nearly 7% from May and are up almost 5% from last June. This segment is holding up well. Row and townhomes averaged $303,117, down about 2% both month over month and year over year. But sales activity was remarkably strong in the townhome segment, up over 17% from May. And apartment condos averaged $219,190, up 6.4% from May and 2% from last year. Sales ticked up too, though they're still below 2025 levels. Condos are taking the longest to sell, averaging 47 days. Now, one number worth understanding is the MLS Home Price Index, the benchmark price. Unlike the average, which can be skewed by high-end sales, the benchmark tracks a typical home over time. That composite figure sat at $431,300 in June, down slightly from May, and down about 2% from last year. It's a good reminder that while average prices are up year over year, the more consistent measure is telling a more modest story. So what does this actually mean if you're active in the market right now? If you're buying, this is one of the more balanced markets we've seen in a while, especially in the condo and townhome segments. If you're selling, pricing strategy matters more than ever. With inventory up 22%, homes priced right are still moving. But overpriced listings are sitting. This is exactly where having the right strategy and the right agent makes the difference. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Edmonton this summer, let's talk strategy. Reach out at FindMyHouse.ca. I'll walk you through exactly what these numbers mean for your neighborhood. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next month.